time ago, before skyscrapers touched the clouds and the city buzzed with endless energy, the land we now call New York City was a quiet place. Native American tribes like the Lenape lived here, surrounded by forests, rivers, and wildlife. They called this land Mannahatta, which means land of many hills. In 1609, an explorer named Henry Hudson arrived while sailing for the Dutch East India Company. He sailed up the river that now bears his name, and soon after the Dutch established a settlement on the southern tip of the island. They called it New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam was a small town with dirt streets, wooden houses, and a busy harbour. In 1664, the British took control and renamed it New York after the Duke of York. By the 1700s, New York was bustling with activity. Merchants traded goods from all over the world, and the city's population grew. Streets were laid out, and the city became an important centre for shipping and commerce. During the American Revolution, New York played a key role. It was the site of important battles, and after the war, it became the first capital of the United States in 1789. George Washington took his oath as the first president here in the 1800s. New York transformed into a city of dreams for millions. Immigrants from Europe arrived in waves, passing through Ellis Island and seeing the Statue of Liberty for the first time. They came in search of freedom and opportunities. Neighborhoods like Little Italy and Chinatown were born. As people from different countries settled and brought their cultures, skyscrapers began to rise in the late 1800s, with the iconic Flatiron Building becoming one of the first. And now, the 1900s turned New York into a global powerhouse. It became the financial capital of the world, with Wall Street and the New York Stock Exchange. In the 1920s, the Harlem Renaissance brought a cultural explosion of music, art, and literature. By mid-century, landmarks like the Empire State Building and Central Park defined the skyline and spirit of the city. The subway system expanded, making it easier for people to travel across the 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Despite challenges like the Great Depression and the tragic events of September 11, 2001, New York has always rebuilt itself, stronger than before. I never thought I'd find myself thinking that. Today, New York City is home to over 8 million people from every corner of the globe. It's known as the city that never sleeps because of its endless energy. Visitors flock to iconic places like Times Square, Broadway, and the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a hub for finance, technology, fashion, and art. Whether you're enjoying a hot dog from a street vendor or gazing at the sparkling skyline, New York tells a story of resilience, diversity, and innovation. From its beginnings as Mannahatta to becoming one of the world's greatest cities, New York's evolution is a testament to the power of dreams and determination. Every street corner holds a piece of history, and every person who walks its streets contributes to its ever-growing story. And so, New York continues to rise, not just in buildings, but in spirit.